the season. A point by Seibert up and good. And it's now. This will be fielded at the 8. 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins. This offense yellow highlighter around Trent Williams.
As well there should be. A Pro Bowl, all-pro type of a left tackle. So mobile, you could also see him as a tight end.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Dorsey.
But I love the phrase.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 77 yards. And the Bucs get the quick
to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Mike Evans playing like he's been there all.
Seibert on for the PAT.
All, like he didn't even have an injury.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
After this is a big game.
And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone.
Kind of short, but...
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Wait.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd down, Haskins. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So close.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Okay.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And now running right through it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Henry. Shoves past another. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
I might as well let him this. He might as well just be that team.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. On third down, Henry. Broken tackle. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Derrick Henry as
Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Oh, I thought I heard a bug out there like...
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at
Wait, I don't know why I did
time
that.
we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Never even got to it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
What?
The frogs on our wall outside.
What?
Yeah,
Frogs are
look.
back outside. Oh yeah, there's a frog that came in my room last night.
Yeah, I was in here.
Yeah, shoot. Like, my window was open, and a frog jumped in, and managed to actually get pretty far. And I noticed it, and my little sister noticed it. Did it scare you? It wasn't poisonous. It was a tree frog. What did we name him?
Unspeakable.
Oh, no, it's Nathan. There you go. Same thing. Same person.
Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's complete to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Here's Cressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season.
Why is Mexico down there?
We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one.
Carolina, New York.
From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Mixon, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in. on the
I'm
ground.
watching NFL. I have
Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Matt Ryan, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
You have to pass it to move on to 6.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down and 4. Haskins, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is Geis. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Sure.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Haskins hit and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I got
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll toss it to Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
We're going to try you one more time.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a real...
And look at this, it's a fake.
Come on now.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm not going to lie. I knew it was a run.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Love again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Okay.
On 3rd down, Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, we're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally.
It's off with it. It's a fake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a...
This next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Haskins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet in bounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. Cap 2 in bounds in the NFL.
Boom. That was in. That was in. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to listen.
The 2nd down pass. Intended for Paul Richardson. Incomplete.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you...
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 53 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right...
Oh, don't do that.
There, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Again, it's Henry. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Derrick Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a Cook? Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Have some air going in? What's the air gets it cold?
Rosalie, it's supposed to get warm. The egg's supposed to get warm so it can hatch. Incubation.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
Patriots.
Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same.
They,
so when I die, I ain't gonna be for more days. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody
they
might
don't
want it
suck.
now. Right pocket
Although
got
I'm
your
not
own,
a fan of them. I hate them.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay,
It's Tom Brady because they're like, yeah, 6 Super Bowls.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule.
All right, gentlemen, we made way too many mistakes this week, okay? The coaching staff has gone in, we've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey.
50, plant.
They don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make it famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. With no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the
Set, ready? Let's go.
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be for more days. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Ready? 30 base.
Right pocket got euros.
Now.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Down. Ready? Set. 60 outlaw. Hit it.
Hey,
Okay,
man,
this time
that
don't
was great.
distract me this
I mean,
game.
you had a great day today.
Going against one of the best teams
You're
in the
finally
NFL.
getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
See, wide receiver Michael Thomas, number 13. Oh, number 13 people. Jersey. Number 13 jerseys. Wait, is it? Does that count as a week? Please. Oh shoot, there was an terrible me. It's just Tom Brady. Don't. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Tom Brady out. Linebacker. Yeah. QB. Wait, who's your QB?
Oh, Henry!
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit Week 10. And we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Henry running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. On 3rd down. Henry, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 1st downs and 3 points. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Do we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky? They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. And let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard. He can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
On second down, Michelle. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Trubisky throwing the out route and complete. It's Norris. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The numbers a week ago for Michelle. 17 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Trubisky will throw to Michelle on the screen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hold on, stop. Really, stop.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. On third down, Trubisky. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Vita Vea in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, and he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Yeah, stop bugging me, please. Okay.
Going on here. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Willie Henry. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Trubisky. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Michelle. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
Okay.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Falcons who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. From there, we stay in the AFC East. We head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Jacoby Brissett throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And you can see they lead the visiting Houston Texans at halftime. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, it was Nick Mullins with a strong first half throwing the football. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action. Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Here's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Cybered on for the PAT. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
He's at the bottom of the window. He's like...
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Vita Vea, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
I know you won't. Rosalie, don't bug it anymore, please. I mean it.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Norris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Michel. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches. For him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On the ground, this is Michel. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Trubisky now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Now it's Trubisky. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Trubisky to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
after the made field goal. Back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
It got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 78 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now. She's going.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Seibert on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. New England on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. That's out to his running back, Michel. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the... possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for New England. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustment.
Okay. Keep that.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Henry. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. That is how you...
How to sort some stuff out.
Field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but Sky, that was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. It's the Dolphins that have taken the late lead in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Bullard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I just looked at my stream. It turns out, dang it. Oh well, I'll post it on my Instagram. Baltimore. Hannah, I was going to see if I can go. Okay guys, I'm gonna get off and get on Fortnite. See ya. Oh, stay healthy, wash your hands.